Hey everybody, here again another one's Derek. Check out Situations I'd Hate to Be In by Derek FDB. So already off rip, it's a would you rather. I've seen the build up to this video, my friend saw the thumbnail, and we're gonna watch it today. So
if it loads.
hell, it's gonna load, I just backed it up a little bit. Oh dang, is it
In
loading?
this life, we make a lot of
Yeah.
decisions. And we're gonna be making some today. Today, ladies
Yep.
and gentlemen, I thought we'd have some fun
Oh,
and I'll test my
what
judgment
was that?
by going over some would you rather questions sent in
Oh, boy.
by you guys. And not
These
only
about to be
to
some
test my
devious
judgment, but
questions.
to test y'all's too. Let's see how many answers we got in common.
Okay, we're gonna-
like, are we
Okay, so for the video, me and him are gonna pause so much just to assess our decisions. Okay. Y'all gonna end for about a 15-minute video.
logically? Sorry, but be warned. Like I just told y'all, they're sent in by
Hopefully
you
not
guys.
15 minutes, but you know,
I
with
know how
us,
y'all
you
get. First
never
question
truly
comes in
know.
From Requiem Empire,
Okay.
who says,
Dude,
would
if
you
you
rather
could-
spend 1 week
normal
in the wild
length
or 1 week in prison?
I would, because prison that would be on
Where's the wild at specifically? That's the
No,
real question.
I would, because if I was in prison, that would be on my record, which would for me to get a job.
Is it like some naked and afraid stuff where like I'm in the wild, but I'm having like people's like surveillance?
Dude, I'm choosing wild
Yeah, 1 week in prison. Yeah,
because
You
that goes
can't-
on your record. That goes on your record regardless. And
not to mention it's already hard to get a job regularly without freaking felonies. Yeah, wild, but the thing is, what am I going into the wild with? Am I going in with guns and food and stuff? How much prep time
Your
do I
Honor,
have for the wild?
Your Honor, I don't understand why I'm being tried. Like, over a person, sir. Like, well, he was the lightweight. Like,
Yeah, in the
on
wild.
the sidewalk.
Yeah, just call it. It's just camping. 1 week in the wild is just camping. If you think about it.
I feel like the 1
Dude,
week
the only question really is how much prep time do we have? That's the one thing I want to know. Like, are you dropping me out naked with nothing, or am I going in prepared to go camping?
at 30 minutes prior.
Yeah, okay, let's just see what the thing is.
Love your vids. Thank you.
Already 2
both of
minutes
these
long,
are
by the way.
objectively buns, but I think one of them is clearly the better option. Living in the wild ain't as sweet as a Tarzan in the Jungle Book made it out to be. Because in the wild, I will not only have to find food, find water, make shelter, but I also gotta
Okay,
deal
so
with
we are
whatever
going
bugs
survival
and
mode.
animals are around me. This is not a vibe. The first year already enough of a problem. Find food, water, and shelter? The frick I look like, the outdoor boys? But adding some wild animal on top of that stuff just makes things even worse.
Okay,
'Cause knowing
cocaine
my
bear?
No.
Oh. Okay, so we're now going off the knowledge of we're not getting prep time. It's purely Minecraft survival mode out here with no Minecraft toolkits. You know, some people in prison get jobs, right? Bruh, I can't go out to cocaine bear. I refuse. Even when it's not cane bear, it's like, I don't know.
It won't
Dang it. I just can't. I
be
don't want to
freaking
go out like
Baloo and
that.
Turk
Okay,
or
bear.
Timon and Pumbaa I run into in those woods. With my luck, I bet it'll be like a freaking dragon. But not in prison though. Because prison's the complete opposite. I get free food, free water, free shelter. Bro, I even get a roommate. You know,
Oh,
he
boy.
might be a little handsy at first, but I'm sure I could convince him to chill. Plus, it beats running into the freaking Ender Dragon. And outside of that, only thing I gotta worry about in prison is the showers. Because to put it
Oh, boy.
lightly, I'm all about community
Also,
and teamwork, but
Yeah, jump
I
afterward.
don't want no hub scoring my back. So I'll pick prison, but I'm gonna avoid showering that whole week. Hashtag quarantine vibes. David McKenzie
Wow.
on YouTube says,
Okay.
would you rather be in an alien invasion or zombie apocalypse?
Okay, this is purely off of which
I'll
alien
test
and
you
which
in time.
aliens and which zombies are we fighting? That's
This
the
is
true
basically-
question.
No. This. How fast do you want to die?
Because aliens,
If it's the Centauri?
aliens, we don't have the ability to fight back. Zombies, we at least have weapons to combat most zombies in fiction. Aliens, we don't really have much. But zombies, if it's The Walking Dead, I don't know. Alien
But what-
invasion, though?
It's those ones where they have where they have average human strength.
I mean,
No.
Viltrumite invasion. I mean, technically, if all they do is come down and we submit, then we get better technology. All we have to do is just the only thing left is really just to have them be the authority. And even then, it's not like we're gonna be slaves and freaking work camps. Like, what do they need us to work for? They already can do everything the dang on selves. Like, let's be so for real. I don't think they would. That even when Omni-Man told like the spread stories, they didn't really seem to use them as like slave workers or anything. They just did some Thanos stuff, wiped out half the earth, and then gave the rest away. Why you wouldn't just give the resources to begin with instead of killing half of us is beyond me. But you know, at least with Viltrumites, even if they do come down and kill you, it's fast. They don't take y'all to experiment or anything. It's just they know how fragile humans are and how easy it is to just get rid of them in like not very painful ways. Like, let's be honest, most times they've killed people who was very quick and painless. Relatively speaking, that is. Conquest is a different problem because he ran through that whole place. Mind you, not everyone dies. Some just got dismembered. Like that one kid that he flew through. But yeah, if this was zombie apocalypses last forever. Whereas most alien invasions, like normally they either come down then leave for some reason, or I don't. Aliens can at least be reasoned with. Let's leave it at that. Zombies are psychotic monsters that you can turn into instantly. Aliens, there's a chance they could be friendly. I mean, if you think about America, technically we have an alien invasion, kind of. Oh, I know I ain't right for that joke, but think about it, bro. Not every alien invasion will have to be evil. Zombies, you know, are evil because none of them can be reasoned with. Not to mention those D1 track stars that happen to be World War Z zombies. I'm not doing it. Not to mention, dude, most zombies in fictions are monsters. Aliens at least can be reasoned with. Even the aliens from freaking think about the aliens from Home. The aliens from Home, bro. All they did was just put them in Australia, and then afterwards they just put us back home. Like, alien invasion ain't that bad, huh?
Hold on. Did you really make an?
It was a joke, bro. Everyone makes this joke nowadays.
I mean, what kind of aliens we talking about?
See, even he did it. I'm not alone. Even he did the joke, bro. You can't get on me for this. I no longer can get canceled because he did it too. Everyone does this joke. It's the 9/11 of jokes nowadays, bro. Come on now.
Get in. I love my immigrants. Alien invasion or zombie apocalypse?
Not every aliens are evil.
Depends on what kind of alien invasion and what kind of zombie apocalypse we talking about, though. Because if it's some home alien invasion, y'all know that movie.
Home alien invasion ain't even that bad. Like, home aliens, yeah, they took y'all from y'all's homes, but at the end of the day, they still gave y'all free housing in Australia. Like, they gave y'all free rent that y'all didn't have to pay for, and y'all all just lived over in Australia. Y'all didn't even have to deal with the bugs in Australia. And mind you, after what's his name solved the problem, all y'all got to go right back home. And after that, like, y'all just lived in harmony, or relatively in harmony, but still, like, things ended up good in the home universe.
Some Resident Evil zombies? I don't want no parts. They got a sack spider lady running around. I'm good. Give them aliens. But if it's some xenomorph aliens, some Night of the Living Dead zombies, you know, the ones that walk super slow, give me the zombies a million times. So it really all depends. But honestly, I'd say on average, alien invasion movies are usually scarier than zombie apocalypse movies. Zombies at most are dead idiots with superpowers looking for some brain. But aliens, the sky's the limit with aliens. They could be as simple as E.T. They could be the killer clowns from outer space.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, like, with most alien stuff, for the some part, they do leave. Zombie apocalypses, it doesn't matter how many that you kill, the more come back after new people die. And you don't know what kind of zombies you're dealing with. Aliens, for the most part, don't come in that serious of numbers. Like, you're mostly dealing with the astronaut aliens rather than like every single. And also, there's a number with aliens at least until those dudes start reproducing. But even then, like, I don't know.
They could be the engineers from Prometheus.
I will admit, zombies are easier to kill.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll take my chances with that sack lady.
Zombies are easier to kill, but it's like it's a worldwide problem forever.
Tusk or be the dog in Good Boy, bro.
You know what? I don't know the other ones, so I can't
These
give a
both
real
suck.
reference.
If you don't
Yes,
know,
they
this
are.
question is pretty much asking, would you rather pretend to be someone's dog for the rest of your life? And when I say pretend, I mean pretend. Like, you gonna be eating out of a dog bowl and stuff. Or option 2, get turned into a literal walrus. You can see why these both suck. But I'm definitely choosing the first option, though. Because at least...
I mean, dogs get fed.
No. Dude, the walrus option where it's like someone kidnaps you, does surgery, basically forces your skeleton into a walrus.
You know, dogs get provided for. I get fed. I get drinked. You have to clean up my poop. You know, you're basically my slave if I'm your dog. If in a way, right? You know.
I love how you're justifying this because the other option is just no.
I don't want to be in an aquarium, bro. You know what they do to adult? You know what they do to people in they dang near freaking molest the animals in aquariums sometimes. I'm not gonna be one of them. I'm not gonna be one of them. The dog, from what I know, doesn't
the
get.
guy basically smashed your legs, combined them into a tail.
Yeah, no. At least with the dog, I know the dude's not gonna freaking touch me. Weirdly, he's gonna just treat me like a dog. I can get accustomed to dog treats, okay? If Shaggy can do it, so can I. Okay, I'm not getting put in that tusk suit.
Frank from Good Boy gets to keep all his limbs and even gets a dog girlfriend by the end of the movie. Not under the best circumstances, but hey, it's better than what Wallace got. He got nothing. By the end of his movie, he was limbless, homeless, and girlfriendless. And that's how it ends. Nobody helps him. Yeah, bro, I'm good. Bring me a bone and a collar. Pause. I'm
every day.
Mango Cat from the Discord says, would you rather fly or teleport?
Oh, fly.
Fly, mind you, teleporting is more efficient of a power, but then flying is more fun.
Also, literally,
although you wouldn't need goggles, I'll give you that much. You wouldn't need goggles. Also, you need to fly at a moderate enough pace not to rip your skin off, you know. But even then, like, who needs to fly at a freaking 1,000 miles a freaking hour? Like, let's be so for real.
I just realized something. If you can teleport, you can commit so many crimes in different countries.
Yeah, that's a you thing.
That's a you thing.
Yeah, teleporting is more efficient. But I would like to fly just for the experience off principle. You know what I mean?
Oh, I like these. Flying, as everybody knows, is like a superhero.
Depending how far I can teleport.
Personally, if I could fly, I don't think I would ever do it, or at least not often. Cause you know it's cold up there. Travel time could vary depending on the weather. My hair gonna be all messed up when I land. But worst of all, unlike most other forms of transportation, if I could fly, I would have to travel alone. Yeah, that would suck. Like, what if I'm trying to go on a date and this girl knows I can fly?
You know what? I drive in my family SUV alone all the time. I can fly. I have no one in my life to fly. I'm so lonely.
So she wants me to take her to France or something. I won't be able
Even
to
I'm not real.
Like, yeah, bro, I can fly, but it wasn't no 2-in-1 special.
Like, flying is fun for the experience, although at the end of the day, teleporting is much more efficient power.
What if I could only fly as fast as I could walk or run?
I mean, it's still flying though.
At that point, that's kind of embarrassing.
It still would be nice.
Teleporting, on the other hand, instantaneous, zero travel time.
Very efficient.
I can go wherever, whenever I want.
Like, teleporting is the more smarter choice to pick. Just flying is more fun for the experience.
I always like imagining these superhero questions in situations where I really need them, like an armed robbery or an awkward conversation. Teleporting works perfectly for both. Like, if you catching up with one of your old buddies, you know, you haven't seen them in a while, and you ask, "Hey man, how's your grandma?" "My grandma's dead."
Why?
Now imagine having to awkwardly turn around and fly out that situation. That junk will be horrible. He's just gonna look up and be like, why does he fly so slow? So I'm going teleporting. Literally, only downside is I might spam it so much that I won't be active at all and might get fat. But that's what comes with the territory, baby. I'm a teleporter. Ain't got time for walking. Lynn Jen from the Discord
just teleport to the weight training room.
Pancakes or waffles? Okay,
waffles. Waffles all day long.
Oh, did we say waffles at the same time?
Yes. I'll never, like, granted, you know, pancakes, it's an icon, it's a classic, but waffles, it's such more of a creative design. You can do so much with the little holes and stuff.
Have you ever had a peanut butter chocolate chip waffle from Waffle House? Those things.
Oh, dang. I don't eat Waffle House enough to know all the combinations, but I imagine it's delicious. I eat Waffle House, I just don't, like, go up to get Waffle House. I gotta wait for the food to be cooked and everything. Mind you, I don't really get breakfast that much in general. And mind you, Waffle House is something that I would rather go with my friends, and I don't have people to go with to Waffle House that often. But whenever I go, oh man, it's waffle, hash browns, and bacon all day, every day.
I was about
Promise
to
one of
say,
the
well,
video.
dude,
You
I'm
know,
here,
for the
but then I was
longest,
like, wait a minute,
pancakes
I
were
live in a
always
different.
my favorite. Like they were my baby. But then one of my friends made me that Tyler the Creator Eggo recipe, and I dropped that baby immediately. So I'll go
Yep,
waffles. I still
you
like
got to.
pancakes, but that waffle crunch is different. Shout out
Yes,
my friend and shout out
unbeatable.
Tyler. I like the song She. Would you rather be rich and depressed or poor and happy?
Oh, rich and depressed.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you
How
know,
rich?
antidepressants exist.
How rich?
Yeah, like, and also how poor is poor? You know what I mean? Poor as
Oh,
in it's good times poor, or poor as in I just don't get to go to vacation every year? Poor as in I don't get to buy my kids a PlayStation 5 until 4 years after it comes out. How poor is poor?
how
Like,
rich?
are we talking Instagram toxic women? I don't marry a dude that can't make over $1 million poor. Or are we talking actually middle class, regular wages poor? Like, you know what I mean? Rich can mean a lot of things, and even then, to be truly depressed, I feel like you just don't have to have a family. Like to be rich, I like, bro. If I'm ever rich, the one thing I'm searching for is a family. Granted, you know, you gotta granted, you know, it's gonna be hard to find someone's gonna want to make a true family with you while being rich at the same time. But you know, at least if we make a family, we don't have to worry about the finance part of it that much. It's just the responsibility part. And I'm willing to take that responsibility. Poor and happy, you can do it, but at the same time, it's like your life would be financial wise more stressful. But rich and depressed, I mean, you can always take antidepressants. And mind you, being rich, it's like you can do stuff to get out of it. You can get out of depression too as well. Like truly to be rich and depressed, you have to be just alone. Like I mean alone, like not even no wife, no kids, no nothing, bro.
No
And granted,
friends.
yeah, like and mind you, I'd like mind you, if I could be rich now, I would really be going to find the best job the job that I want and start my own family. Granted, I still got to work on the part of finding a partner, which is a lot harder to do, but then again you're rich, so it makes it somewhat more presentable.
Also,
You
but you have to also think about it from the other point of view, where it's like, if you're rich, you want if anyone truly likes you.
Yeah, but I feel like there's always that person that you can find that truly does. Also, you got to do that thing where you can't tell them you're rich. You just have to be like, "Hey, let's go on a date, but this and such." But oh, wait, I can't afford it this time. Can we move it and like do small little tests to test their patience with you? Once they
Um,
know that, you can like over time just
like
expel just like the true extravagances of your
you
richnesses.
don't have to go to like a restaurant in order
Because,
for a
bro,
date.
we're
You can
20
clear.
years, yeah, 20 years old, bro. We don't need to be going everywhere. Go to Dave. We're going, bro. I'm going, my girl. We're going to Dave and Buster's and going to Longhorns to get some good steaks. That's my idea of a great date to me. We're going to the movies to watch whatever new Marvel thing comes out that's hopefully good. Then we're going to Longhorns. We're not going to no daggone Cancun cruise ship at the age of 20 years old.
Dude,
Granted, it would be a nice experience, but we're not doing that, okay?
mine is movie, dinner. If we pass it along the way, can stop for me to get ups.
Okay, yeah, that's you all the way, baby.
Oh, this one's easy. Rich and depressed. I got these dollar
Yep,
bills to wipe away my tears. Nah,
yep.
I'm just kidding. Poor and happy. John Bond 8104 on YouTube says, "Would you rather French kiss a relative for 5 minutes? You're so gross. Or be forced to poop yourself?"
What's free? What's French kissing? Is it the nose one?
Tongue. Crap yourself in public in front of a lot of people.
Hmm. Okay, this sounds really dark. Is the relative in front of people?
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that.
It really hates the idea, but the thing is, I like lifetime embarrassment.
Question:
Just
when it says
5 minutes.
crap yourself
5
in
minutes of
public,
hell.
crap yourself in public is like, do it? Are you just in a group of people, or do they know it's you? Like they look at you and you're like, oh my gosh, that man crapped his pants. Mind you, where are you? Are you like in somewhere that you're never gonna see again?
Or
Or are you just in a place where you're gonna see every single day of the week?
or like you're in a football stadium.
Yeah, football stadium. No one's gonna know. Like that's like they're gonna like smell it obviously, but it's like I'm never coming back here. You know what I mean? And mind you, granted,
actually-
both options is like, yeah, it's gonna
really
be,
awful.
yeah, but at the end of the day, both are situations that you can just skip by in life. Like you can just move past and never have to deal with it ever again. Like this right here, yeah, you did it, but at the end of the day, I'm never coming back here. I came here from Dagon across the country. I'm going to go back. You'll never see me again. I'll just be some random story you tell your friends, and you don't even know my name or what I look like. You know, this one, it's like, yeah, it happened, but at the end of the day, we're not doing nothing else. If it turns into some Dagon incest, that's a whole different problem. But it,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna cheat myself.
Yeah, the crap
I-
yourself.
'cause
It's
I'd
gonna
rather
be an
try
experience, but at the end of the day, you know, you'll never have to deal with it
myself guys
again.
and the incest guys.
Yeah, just hope that it's solid and that you can easily clean it up afterwards. You know, the solid ones, you can. If it's diarrhea, that's a problem. But if it's just solid, you know, go to the bathroom. You're gonna have to take off a lot of stuff, wipe it off with as much toilet paper as you can, you know, and just call it a day. Call the humiliation. Leave wherever you're at, then go home. And at the end of the day, you'll never have to come back, and they'll never know who you are. You know what I mean?
In public with at least 100 people around. Yeah, bring in that crowd and tell them no
Yep.
recording. I'm not
Yep.
kissing my relatives. Talking about some kiss my relatives. Who do I look like, y'all? And yeah, I'm saying
Wow.
you guys because this is definitely gonna apply
What?
to at least a few
Why are you talking to me? I didn't do anything.
hundred of y'all. I still remember those confessions, you cousin kissers. The
Oh,
Alba guy on
no.
IG says, would you rather fight 5 Derek FDB sized chickens or 1 chicken sized Derek FDB? 5 Derek FDB sized Derek FDB
That's
sized
him. That's the YouTuber. Would you rather fight
chickens or 1
5?
chicken.
Ooh, we about to have some fried chicken tonight. But nah, seriously, bro. Like you're fighting 5. Oh wait, no, wait. Yeah, bro. Nah. I can't take a 1v5. I can't take a 1v5, bro. 1 chicken size
They
FDB.
have talents.
Yeah, that too. You know what? I'm gonna go with the chicken sized him. I was gonna say fried chicken, but I think about like, nah. He's probably a relatively big dude. I can't take a 1v5 with people that size.
Size Derek FDB.
I was gonna make
5
a
Derek
cannibal
FDB
joke.
sized chickens? We can all agree, those are some pretty tall chickens. What, like 5'10", 5'11", maybe even 6 feet if they got Tim's on? We can pretty much say 6 feet, right?
No.
I'm still taller.
1 chicken sized Derek FDB.
Yeah, you
though,
could probably take
I'm
that,
just
but I
kicking, That's
can't.
easy. And if I'm being real, I think I'd rather fight a chicken sized Derek than like a regular sized chicken. You know, chickens could like fly and poke you and stuff. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, they can go aerial too. That's another problem.
These are getting too easy. Kakarot123 on YouTube says, would you rather have world peace or do a Kamehameha war?
World peace. Dude, what do you need to do a Kamehameha for? That thing can explode planets.
That was what it was. Okay.
That's the Dragon
yeah,
Ball thing where you can
No,
like
no, no.
Kamehameha. Like you don't know what that
Okay,
is?
yeah, I might have misinterpreted that. I was choosing.
Yeah, world peace. Like Kamehameha. What if you mess around and destroy the planet? What are you talking about?
Once. Alright. I'm gonna need y'all to hear me out.
Oh, boy.
Come on. It's a Kamehameha. It's never been done before. Don't go judging me. You know what? Fine. I'll pick world peace, but I'm doing it reluctantly. Scylla's eater of dirt. Scylla's eater of dirt on YouTube says, would you rather date my dad or date my mom?
I choose or.
Mom, I guess. I don't know.
Choose wisely.
That's
Give me your mom, bro.
creepy.
Rick Grimes 40469 on
Rick
YouTube
Grimes?
says, oh yeah, y'all gonna love this one. Would you rather be white or black?
I guess we already chose our decisions, buddy. But not seriously, black. Granted, you'll always come with disadvantages, but at the end of the day, I enjoy being black. There's nowhere to joy in knowing that I can say the N-word proudly. Nigga.
This one's hard. And maybe controversial.
Okay,
Some of y'all
okay,
know
wait,
after
wait,
what
wait,
happened on the
okay,
island
pause
I'm
it,
from
pause
a
it.
couple hundred years ago.
Pause it. Okay, just hear me out. The only reason I would choose one is because it's the opposite of what I currently have. One doesn't get sunburn as often. I burn.
Ooh, yeah. You know what? I can see why you'd say that. And also, you being 6'9" and black, that is a heck of an attractive man power
And
right
ginger.
there. I know, I'm just saying, a 6 foot tall black man, that's instant like chick magnet.
I'm not trying to be rude. It's just the fact that I can't be burned. Like literally, I have to wear like at
Yeah.
least 3 pounds of sunscreen in the summer.
Yeah, he's extremely pale. The only reason why you see any form of anything on his body is because first off, blood. Second, freckles. All color on his skin is just freckles. None of
Literally.
none of it is pure white skin. It's all freckles and blood cells that apparently can't stay in his body for more than 24 hours at a daggone time.
So I'm already
Friggin'
kinda
nosebleeds
bummed,
every
but if
single
I have to
day.
pick one,
He calls me
I'm
just to say he had a
torn. It's like I
nosebleed. That's how bad
resonate
it
so
is.
much more with black culture, but being white would be a whole new experience. Like, y'all don't know how good y'all have it. Everyone knows there's certain things white people can get away with that other people just can't.
Yeah, but
Certain things that a Connor can get away
I
with
know
that
the card
Jose
I'm
or
dealt
Jameer
with.
just can't. And don't play dumb with me.
I like
Y'all
the
know
card I'm dealt
exactly
with.
which things I'm talking about. That's right. Silly white phrases.
Oh,
all
boy.
my life I've had to go around hearing white people say all this cool stuff I couldn't say. And it's infuriating. Like sometimes I want to say silly stuff like, you're on thin ice, pal. Or, oh really? You in what army? But I can't. Every time I let out an oh shucks, I'm met with stares and rude comments.
Yeah, bro, you got
"You're
like the
whitewashed," or,
craziest
"Why are
roast
you
cards
doing
of
that
all
voice?"
time.
I'm sick of it. Like, why can't I say those words? Why does it sound funny when I say it? I have a white friend, so that's why in this scenario, I'm choosing white. I'm choosing being white. I'm sorry, I know I'm sacrificing natural bounce and rhythm, but this is personal. I need this.
I need
Plus,
this.
imagine how smooth police interaction would go. There
Wow.
wouldn't be an ounce of fear in my blood.
Hey, I never met a bad
Animation
cop in my
Maniac
life
from the
before. I'm
Discord
good.
says, would you rather be able to see all of the past or all of the
All the past.
Yeah, past. I don't need
Yeah.
to see the future because if you know the future, it won't happen.
Jojo,
Also,
if
you won't
I-
want to do
wait,
anything.
Wait, Jojo. If I could see the past,
You'd just be the ultimate history teacher. Big
I
bank.
meant like if it's actually buried, like we can, okay, the treasure is here.
Yeah, like see all the past, bro. And like,
Oh, dude, I would find Genghis Khan's tomb.
bro, honestly, I would be looking back in the past. I would just want to see what Jesus might have been up to, just randomly.
Dude, I'm gonna be the richest person ever.
I want to see like the events of the Bible, like with my own eyes, just to know what it looked like from a visual standpoint.
There was
like
a
just-
time travel like a show. You see, I go back to the Jesus, and it's like, no, there are certain points in time where you cannot meddle at all. That's
Yeah, like-
one of them.
Dang, what would I want to see though? I want to see the Garden of Eden. Like, how beautiful is it? They said it's supposed to be like heaven on earth. I want to see what Garden of Eden looks like.
No.
Hmm?
That's clearly Applebee's.
Applebee's, okay. You're not funny.
Okay. When you say all of the past or all of the future, do you mean all of it? Like if I go to the past, do I gotta sit there and spectate?
we gotta
everyone
go
from
to the
start and
past.
Watch cavemen kill each other for a friggin'.
I thought it just meant like you can just see it. Like if you just think about it and you want to look at it. Yeah, go and time travel wise, future. Mind you, I'm gonna go to a future way beyond my future, so I don't have to get sneak peeked on things.
Like 500 years in the future.
Yeah, like I don't want to get sneak peeked on things outside of my control. Like I'll probably go about a good 100 years because I'm not gonna live that long. Granted, I might see my grandkids, but at the end of the day, I won't let them know. I'll tell them not to tell me anything, not even their own names. And even then, I just want to see what's up for real. I don't need to try to figure out what's gonna happen in my future. I just want to know what happens in the future. You know what I mean?
A handful of berries for 1,000,000 years? Or do you mean I could go to whatever point in time I want? Because if that's the case, that's dope, but also hard. On one
Even in
hand,
the past, like I just want to go and see Jesus. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the only reason why I'm gonna go back to the past, is to meet like the human
Jesus
Jesus.
on that island. But then on the other hand, I can see how far civilization gets in 100 or 200
Bro, you know what's
years.
crazy? Back to the Future 2 is supposed to be 2015.
Oh my god, look, that's a Cybertruck. They got it right.
Oh dang, low key though. They got one thing right, dang it.
What advancements will we make? What new problems will we face? Roboticas? It's too difficult.
Yep.
You're literally giving me the option to see a prime
Michael Jackson.
performance
Ooh,
live
dang.
or get early access to GTA.
I didn't think about that either, bro. But even then, if you take GTA 6 and come back to the past, does it still work though? Because the game isn't calibrated to take the new game console yet. You know what I
Actually,
mean?
the only concert I will
Actually, no, wait. Yes, it can, because how would y'all get the gameplay footage if y'all didn't have the console to do it with?
because there's only one concert I would actually want to go back in time and Live Aid.
Yeah, bro. Dang.
Only the Queen part.
Ooh, I think there's some good things that go into either or. You just gotta be very smart on what you decide to do in either or. Granted, if you go to the future, you can't really screw up anything but somebody else's timeline. Like you can mess up someone else's thing if you just happen to appear. But at the end of the day, like if you go to the past, as long as you don't go to yours or interfere with severe
Because
accidents, like it
it's gonna
shouldn't
become
do
a
anything.
whole. It's gonna be just a Back to the Future 1 situation where you end up where your mom ends up crushing on you.
Yeah, just don't go to your mom. How about that? How about you just don't try to just tell your mom you're her future son? I'm pretty sure your mom would be ecstatic to ask you questions about it. Just be very careful on what you say so they don't know what could possibly end your existence. Just don't tell them who your daggone father is. Don't tell her where you meet him at or anything. Just tell her dang near just like what your name is, and don't tell her how to raise you.
Okay, dude. Just here we go.
Otherwise,
Okay,
huh?
okay. You just have to trust me on this. I have a vision.
What in the heck are you about to tell me? Please
Okay,
don't be messed up.
I would go back to the signing of the it's.
The signing of the amendments?
I would basically like go to a huntsman and ask him to kill a bear. Then I would ask caught like a maker to basically make the it to a suit. Then I would put it on, barge into the sign, and it's like I have a right to bear arms.
I knew where that joke was going, and it's still lame.
7. This is a tough one, I won't lie, but
It's
I'll
still
say
lame.
this. If I can interact with time without it changing nothing somehow, or no butterfly effects or anything,
Right.
I'll pick the past. Not
Yeah,
even to solve
past.
some old mysteries or interact with people or whatever I said. I mean, they'd probably get some disease from
Like,
me
just
anyway
go
if I
do
went
stuff
back
that
too
was in the
far. But
past.
I'd pick it just to kick it with my parents when they were younger. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Exactly.
'Cause I don't know about y'all, but my
Like, me personally, I would love to meet my dad at my age, because the stories that I've heard, he was dang near a very aggressive man. There's a box full of discarded and ripped apart PlayStation 2 controllers off his gamer rage. I just want to go back in time and kick with my dad and my mom just to see, just off principle, what the heck they would have thought seeing their future son as a 20-year-old. It would have been hilarious, bro.
parents have told me some crazy lore. Like, what were
Exactly.
y'all, bro? Dominican
Like, what were you
bonding
doing
time?
back in
But
college,
if I can't
Dad?
interact with
Please.
time and just spectate, I'll pick the future. See when
Yeah.
AI finally enslaves us and get all the lottery numbers for the next 5 years. Come back to the present stacked.
Fair.
Only Fear God.aj on IG says 6 or 7.
What?
All right, last one, and it's a good
What
one.
the heck was that?
He says like this 7 joke.
What's that joke?
I don't know. It's just
Kenzalicious on IG says, "Would you rather date a slave owner or a racist?"
that's just the
Mm.
I have a very simple take on
Question.
to just shoot myself.
The question. It's the what you call it? It's the punctuation part of it, right? Are you dating someone who was a slave owner, or are you dating a current slave owner? Also,
Don't think-
dating a racist. No. You know what? Date a racist. You know why? Because technically, everyone is slightly racist. We all have our biases towards our own race and to others based off the things that we see. Technically, everyone is somewhat racist. You might not hate other races, but you do have some biases, and you do think certain stereotypes about people based off things that you see sometimes.
Unless you're me, you should say to everyone.
Mind you, black women can be some of the most racist people alive. But so like in some
I
ways,
choose-
I
I
already
choose-
kind of win either way.
I choose.
You choose both?
I said blue.
Blue. Oh, yeah, racist. Like slave
Because-
owner, that's gonna be a big, mind you, slave, it doesn't specify what kind of slave. You could be dealing with a whole different type of monster. Like you could, like, let's be so for real. We could be talking about freaking traffickers, or you could be mentioning traditional slave owners, but they can mean a lot of different things outside of just what we originally think. But I'm picking racist all day, every day, because freaking black women, they go hard on other races.
Alright, I think I know my answer for this one, but I have a question. Aren't
Yep.
these the same thing? Like, obviously, you can be racist
Huh?
and not on a slave.
Not really.
Look at all the modern day racists. They don't got any. They just be up on Twitter talking about crime.
Exactly.
But this question is implying
not-
that a slave owner wouldn't be racist. Like, he just does it to do it. That's ridiculous. You act like
I
you gonna
mean,
walk up to one.
even then, I imagine not every slave owner was a bad person. Like the dude probably was just some dude that owned a property and had people work the property. Like I don't think every single one of them was out here just murdering dudes for the love of the game or anything. Like it could have just been someone that just had like slaves that did work and didn't like whip them into shape or do all this other stuff that like the more majority or the average did. You know what I mean? Also,
Yeah.
let's not forget what you called indentured servants. Don't those count as slaves, kind of? I mean, they do slave stuff. They just get paid for it. I mean, if you think about it, like, I don't imagine every slave owner will be racist. Just the fact, and let's not forget, slaves aren't just black people. A lot of races were slaves. Even white people were slaves. Like, every race had a slave at some point in history. Let's be so for real.
He gonna
It
be
didn't
like,
matter what the
"Nah,
heck he
man,
was. You can come get
I
this
just
work."
own them. I don't think I'm better than them or anything. I just really admire how they work. Like, you know what I mean? That just won't happen. Aside from a few exceptions, most slave owners are usually racist. But for this scenario, let's
Yeah.
imagine they somehow weren't. Slave masters somehow weren't racist. Who would I date? Well, it's not that simple. Because now that we know that this hypothetical has a clear distinction between the two, I gotta ask myself, if I'm a date a racist, what kind of racist are they? Because y'all know there's
Yeah.
levels to this stuff. I like to call it a spectrum. At the start of
Yeah.
it, we got everyone. And I mean everyone. Everyone
Yes.
watching this, you fall at least at the beginning of the spectrum.
Yeah, like I
don't care how
said.
open-minded you think you are, how progressive you
Like
right
you
in
can
here with
be
us.
open-minded
But
or
don't
whatever,
worry,
but
this
you
is the type
always
of
will
stuff
have
that's not
those
harmful.
stereotypes and
Playful
biases.
stuff. You know, this is the stuff one of your friends
Or they'll
might
just
say
say
to
some
you, you
racist
both
joke for the
laugh
love of
off,
it.
But you'll be like, that was low-key racist. But it's
Yeah.
cool, you laugh it off, because hey, no harm, no foul.
Comedy.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like if my Irish friend called me
Like,
up
bro,
right now,
me and him call each other ginger and the N-word constantly. Granted, he doesn't say the N-word to me, but if he did, we both laugh anyway. I want to make that perfectly clear. He never said the word, but if he did, we would still laugh and have fun as friends. I don't want to get this man attacked or anything, okay? He's never said the word. But if he did, we would laugh. I call him Ginger all the time. He calls himself that all the time. But that's because we're friends and we love each other. And that's what real friends do.
Yes,
I was
even,
like,
even
"Hey,
the friends
Derek,
who
I bet you love eating plantains.
one of the most
or
memorable
some Irish
moments
stuff
of-
like that. What do you think? I'm gonna get mad and say
I mean,
no?
we're-
No, why would I do
yeah,
that? He's
it's
right.
when-
I would just tell him,
That's
hey,
it.
Sean, don't
like
you got
a
like
thing,
some
like a
lucky
trash
Wait,
in your
what?
car. He asked me to throw a thing of trash in your cart into the garbage can. I went back to my dorm, and you just honked the horn directly behind me.
Oh, yeah, because you just got caught lacking. But that's on you, though,
Bet you
bro.
love eating plantains
Oh,
or
what?
some Irish stuff like that. What do you think? I'm gonna
You
get
should've
mad and say
known.
no? No, why would I do that? He's right. I would just tell him, hey, Sean, don't you got like some Lucky Charms to be looking for or something? What you calling me for? And we would be good. There ain't no harm.
Oh,
in
dang, is this video
I
really gonna be
love
50
Lucky the
minutes?
Irish.
We're
It's a
38 minutes
small,
in.
Innocent generalization.
making a
of
joke.
friends. I would date this as long as she's not calling me boy. We good. But
Exactly.
I have a feeling this is not exactly what the questions talk about. This
Yeah.
isn't the kind of races I would have to date in this scenario.
But granted,
Now we
if
gotta
you
move a
date
little
someone in your
higher
own
on the
race that
spectrum,
happens to be racist
more
to
in
other
the middle.
people, it's like, it's not affecting
This is
you.
where it starts to get
You know
a
what I
little
mean?
iffy. This is where the generalizations leave
But I
that
would have to help
fun,
them if
joking territory
they said
to
the wrong thing
oh,
to the
damn,
wrong
he's
person.
racist.
Yeah,
The
I
stuff
know, that's
these
the whole-
dudes
that's a
say,
different
problem, but
oh,
as
you're
far as
Arab,
y'all
so
are
you must
concerned,
love chicken over
y'all and
rice.
her, if
Nah, the
if
ones
she's
they
racist to
make,
other races
nah,
that
those
aren't
people just
you,
tend to be
and
more
y'all are in the
violent
same
than the
race,
others.
like, It happens all the
This when
time.
stuff gets dangerous because they think it's
Just
true.
know when
They
to not
think
do
it's
it.
all true. There's no jokes in this part of the spectrum. Nah, they genuinely believe all stereotypes are like fact, like set in stone. And the scary thing about these dudes is they blend in so well. You won't even know you're dealing with one until they start talking. You'll be thinking you're talking to a regular dude until he says something like, "You know, all Asians know kung fu, right?" Really? All Asians know?
Yeah, and mind you, like, yeah, we have this whole they all do this, they all do that, but we gotta be honest here and think about it retrospectively. The only thing that we show of alternate races is the stereotypes for the most part. Think about all TV, all social media, all music. Everything that each race does is perpetuated through stereotypes through media all the time. Most of the time, it's by its own race that does it.
Yes, like on St. Patrick's Day, all gingers were Saiyans.
Yes, bro, rap music. I know it's old cliche, but let's be honest. Every stereotype that we have as white people is said by black people and is done through music all the time. TV shows. Black stereotypes are the only characters that exist in black sitcoms. The black mom, Ratchet, hates dang near every other character in the show. Always said every single time, there's always at least one. The black woman who's the consistently sassy and aggressive in the show every single time. Like it's dang near in all the it's dang near in so much stuff, bro. When we and every race does it to themselves. Even bro, white people do it to themselves all the time, and even in the freaking sitcoms they make, it's like the classic white person joke. Sometimes really stupid, doesn't know what's going on. Sometimes, like if you just if you don't talk to other people outside of your own race in real life, and all you have to work with is the stuff that you see through media and all this other stuff, you're gonna believe it. Even if it's like the most easiest lie to manipulate someone with, it can work on anybody if they just see it enough times. Like let's be so for real.
Kung fu? Do you honestly believe that? Somehow some people do though. And dating this would not be fun. Because
I mean, you can still find your own like people to not have to see that. But let's be honest, that's why we get so much of it in today's world still.
Spectrum, which is the one I think Ken's over here is talking about, the extremist. Now these
yeah, that's a whole other problem right there.
These dudes don't tolerate anyone who's not in the same club as them. Like I don't know how.
Yeah, bro, you get murked
I just
in the worst ways.
My life, the whole relationship. Can you imagine having a check going to the movies because
what the heck was that sound? I just heard like a whole bunch of shuffling.
I said doing her not so fun history.
Sure.
In World War II, Hitler, the ideal person is blonde and blue-eyed. Anyone else is disgrace. He wasn't that, so technically he was a disgrace.
Yeah. Also, you might want to raise your mic more to your mouth level, not quite underneath your mouth, just to keep it more closer to your voice.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, I mean I can still hear you. I'm just saying, like as far as your thing goes, I just want to make sure it's like right next, yeah, like right there.
Hello.
Yeah, okay then. But yeah, even like on it, yeah, the extremist is just if you're not XX and if you're not X, Y, and Z, you are not us, and we will more than likely kill you.
Your girl has to go to a clan meeting. That would be terrifying, especially if you already bought the tickets. Who are you gonna go with?
Wow.
I will say though, the only
Remember that one Dave Chappelle skit?
The only respectable thing about these extremists is they stand on who they are. Now, hear me out. We all seen that one video Pootie did with that one racist.
Oh wow.
He is not very fond of anyone but white people, but he stands on it, and that's low key real.
He's honest.
He's also a real bad guy too. So at least if you married one, they'll be honest. So now back to the question: would I rather date a slave owner, a person that literally owns people, or a racist, someone who has a very messed up
she don't own me,
but doesn't own anyone? Probably the person that owns people. At least they ain't racist. That was pretty much all the would you rather questions I wanted to go over today, guys. I know this video was a little different, but I had fun. I don't know about y'all. I had fun. Comment down below how many of the ones we had the same answers on, and comment down below if y'all want a part 2 of this. Let me know.
Yes, honestly.
A gazillion likes, I'll do a part 2. Also, I'm doing a Halloween costume competition in the Discord, so if you think you got a cool costume and you want to shot at some dollar bills, join up. You might win. And moral of the story: would you rather make loadings a server admin or garlic aioli? I think I'm more of a garlic aioli kind of guy.
Yeah,
Oh, look at all of these.
Okay, wow, only 44 minutes. That's a new record. Oh my gosh, we're so screwed. We made this video 30 minutes longer than it already was. So
Okay,
I guess with that being, huh?
I just want to let you know, no. You go on rants.
People need to know. I feel like whenever you're in a video, I need to say beforehand, look, if you see this man next to me on the screen, expect the video to be just like much more long. The only things that aren't as long is the daggone show videos. That's the only thing that aren't as long as they already are on the screen. Granted, it's still longer, but not as long as this.
Invincible?
You know what? That's not in the conversation. With that being said, hope you have a good day and God bless.